Alright, what's poppin' everybody? Welcome, man. This is BabyNation.com back with another video, guys. Welcome back to the NFL Pick Show. We're here every single Wednesday night / Thursday morning or whatever this gets out. I don't know, but this isn't going to get out late because I know the upload is going to take forever. But anyway, guys, we're back here for NFL Week 2 predictions. If you guys haven't already, this is the Pick Show. Where us and everybody here that you guys see on the screen currently is going to pick every single NFL game, and yeah, we're doing it for the whole season, and it's a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button for it. Make sure to join the Discord, links in the description. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch. I'm Little28, so you guys don't miss any future streams. And make sure you guys as well go check out our NBA fantasy. I think the NBA season starts up and down 50 days, so make sure you guys go check that out. Make sure you guys please join that. Make sure you guys please join that if you guys are NBA fans or anything that in particular. Alright, so here we go. So up on the screen, you guys have the standings going into week 2. Right now, myself, I'm in second place with 11 wins. I feel like I could have done better. Like, I was kind of disappointed of how I went. But you know what? It is what it is. And I looked at the slate this week and I was like, oh my gosh. I thought about me switching a lot of picks. So when we get into the analytics predictions on Thursday, I have to dive, like, injuries basically it's kind of like where I'm at. So if I do switch, it's going to be off the analytics predictions. But yeah, because my analytics predictions are actually my actual predictions. So yeah, if I do switch, then now you guys know why from here on going forward. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video. Let's get it. Alright, let's go ahead and get rocking rolling here with Thursday Night Football. We got the Commanders going into Green Bay. Let me tell you, both these teams, they looked pretty damn good last week. Washington beat Green Bay pretty convincingly. I mean, their defense was amazing in that game. You can't really get no wrong about that. Commanders defense, well, they were outstanding. They just played completely outstanding. Their offense could have done a little bit more, but otherwise it was a pretty good performance I watched them last week. Green Bay, yeah, you can say they're going to be great. Green Bay, they kicked the shit out of the Lions last week, and that was pretty impressive on its own. So yeah, both these two teams have a lot of momentum going to this game. It's Thursday night. It's in Green Bay. I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. And let me tell you, this wasn't easy. I'll go ahead and start us off for the week. Listen, I think this game could go either way. I think it'll go back and forth here, but I think the advantage of my opinion is I'm gonna go with the home team on this one. Listen, if Washington was home in this game, I absolutely would pick Washington. If this game is in Washington, I would probably feel pretty good about picking Washington here, but it's in Green Bay. I think that will have to do a lot with that. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers on this one on Thursday Night Football. Like I said, I clearly could change. Like I said, the injuries are kind of like where I'm at for every game each week. The injuries kind of like selling me in right now. Let's see. Yeller already texted me yesterday, so I probably should have known his pick by the time. But yeah, he's joining me over here with the Packers, so we'll just put him over there since I already know. That's a pretty easy one there. All right, let's see who everybody got. Cam. Oh yeah, I should have done this at the beginning, but okay. So let's just go ahead and put all the guarantees that everybody knows who's going to be picking Washington. So Cam, I already know he's picking Washington. Let's see who else is a Washington fan here. Eli. Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and throw him in already. And then do we have another one or no? Okay, so them two are guaranteed. Like I said, I already know them two are picking Washington. Like I said, I would be surprised if them two are not picking Washington. Yep, okay, they're both picking Washington. But yeah, let's see what else we got. Like I said, nothing else is guaranteed here. Like I said, anybody can win this game, honestly. Garrett going with the Packers. I don't know why I keep inserting two of those, but you know, it is what it is. So Garrett's going with the Packers. We got Demit also taking the Packers, taking the Green Bay Packers at home. I just think at home just has to do a big part of this. See, Adams over here. No, I was saying, what is up with me? What is up with me and inserting everything twice? Jay is joining us. Jay's taking the Packers. Let's see if I'm missing anybody else. Yes, Chase is taking the Packers as well. Alright, so we'll put him over there. And Michael and Will, who are last picker of this game here. Oh wait, no man, I still got Michael. Who's Michael taking? Michael's taking Washington. Alright, so Washington for Michael, and Will is doing the same thing. Will is taking the Washington Commanders as well. Like I said, I think this game could be close. Realistically, I think this game could go either way. I think Washington has a great chance of winning this. But, they're on the road, but I honestly feel pretty good about it. And then you look at Green Bay; they're at home. They're wearing the whites, wearing the white uniforms. So I'm pretty excited for this game. Like I said, the Thursday night football schedule is actually pretty damn good this year. So there you have it. All right, 7-7-0-4. Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable when you like this. All right, and that will clear it up for Thursday night football. That's right. Also, this week I'm trying to move a little bit faster this week because the core last week we were like over an hour, and I thought that was ridiculous. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the first game of Sunday. We have Jacksonville is going into Cincinnati. Jacksonville had a pretty good performance last week. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of kicked the shot at the Panthers, but at the same time, it's the Panthers. So you did what you're supposed to do. Looking at Cincinnati, they looked kind of suspicious during their win. I mean, yeah, I know they won, but they looked a little suspicious while they were doing that. But that's kind of expected. Cincinnati, they don't ever play their perfect. But hey, they're wearing the orange. They're at home in this game, and yeah, I feel pretty good about them. So even though Jacksonville played pretty well last week, I think Joe Burrow is going to play a better game. It's at home. It's our home opener in Cincinnati. I'm going to be taking the Bengals in this spot. I love Cincy. Give me the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals at home. Oh wow. Okay, this is actually kind of surprising here. Yeller, we already know he's taking the Bengals. Adam, Bengals. Okay. We'll put Demetrios over here, and then we got Garrett. We'll put him over here as well. He's taking the Bengals. Jay, where is he? Yep. I don't know why, but I feel like everybody's taking the Bengals. But like I said, this is not a guaranteed win for the Bengals. You guys know how suspicious the Bengals are early in the year, and they looked suspicious last week because they nearly lost to the Cleveland Browns, which is something I would never predict in my life. But yeah, Chase, he's going with the Bengals as well. Michael's going Bengals, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm missing somebody else. Who am I missing? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Am I missing anybody? I'm missing Cam. Cam is actually gonna do it. Cam's gonna do it. Cam's actually taking Jacksonville. So Cam, I don't know. I think there's a good chance Cam might be himself down there. Let's see. Am I missing anybody else? Oh, Will. Yep, Will. He's taking the Bengals as well. So anyway, I think this game could be close. Like I said, how Cincinnati. I'll break it down more tomorrow. It's like you said. Like I said, I know how suspicious Cincinnati could be early in the season. Like I said, it looked suspicious last week. They almost nearly lost to the Browns, but I think the advantage, Cincinnati being at home, I think Jacksonville has to do too much in the receiving game. I'll talk about all of this tomorrow in our analytics predictions video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But so yeah, there you have it. Cam is lone dog, and not the worst lone dog that you can have, but yeah, Cam is lone dogging with Jacksonville. So there you have it. Everybody taking Jacksonville except for Cam. Alright. Alright, let's see who we have next. Next up, we have my Los Angeles Rams taking on against the Tennessee Titans. The Rams, they're coming off a pretty good game performance. Not the best. Now, as a Rams fan, I will say this: we did not perform good offensively last week, but that's kind of expected because we were playing against the Texans. The Texans have one of the best defenses in football, so I knew it was kind of like in my analytics prediction. You know, when I picked the Rams to score like 31 points last week, I knew that was kind of risky. But Tennessee didn't look that bad either. I mean, I thought I'm actually going to give them a lot of credit. They actually hung around with Denver. I thought, like I said, that was my ass beating of the week last week, and Tennessee proved me wrong. They did not get their ass beat. They actually played pretty well. Their defense played pretty well. I did not like what I saw of their offense, though. Their offense looked a little sloppy, but like I said, this is their home opener. The Rams were actually wearing their Boyle white uniform. You know, the Boyle whites. That's why I don't have them yellow this week. Tennessee's wearing them blue. Like I said, I try to keep the background of what color uniforms each team is wearing every week, or at least what's close up to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start us off again because you guys know I'm a Rams fan, and even though I do think Tennessee will probably give us somewhat of defensive problems, I'm gonna be still taking my boys here. Like I said, the Rams, they are significantly the better team here. I understand they're on the road here, and that could be tough sometimes early in the year. But listen, they're just going to Tennessee. I'm not really expecting Tennessee to really. I mean, they could give us a challenge defensively wise, but at the same time, you know, even though I do think Tennessee's defense is pretty damn solid, they're going to have to watch out for a shit ton in the offensive end. So yeah, I'll lean towards the Rams here. I'll take my boys again, and I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable about it. And I'm looking at my notes now. We have a guarantee here. Everybody's taking the Rams on this one. So let me go ahead and put everybody over here. We'll go with that. And you're right there. And yep, right there. And right here. And let's see what else we got. Ooh, we got Adam. Even though he's a Niners fan, I'm still kind of surprised he's taking the Rams right now early on in these games. We got that. Jay over here. It's not very often that we do have guarantees here on the channel. I mean, it happens every so often, but all right, Chase. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Michael. Okay, he's taking the Rams. All right. Anybody that I'm missing right now? Yeah. Oh, hold up. I am missing. Oh, man, why am I keep forgetting Will? I feel like I keep forgetting Will because he's up here. He's kind of like hiding. His profile picture is kind of like hiding from everybody else in the background. But all right. Yep. So there you have it. And guarantee. Everybody taking the Rams on this one. I completely understand it. Like I said, the Rams defense looked phenomenal last week. The Rams, they just beat the shit out of the Texans. C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, they couldn't really do anything last week. So yeah, guarantee with the Rams. As a Rams fan, I love to see this because it's not very often that I get to see my own team get a guarantee. But hey, listen, when it's there, you just have to go for the taking. So yeah. Guarantee on the Rams, and like I said, as a fan, I love it. So let's see if Tennessee can hang around. There is a decent chance that they hang around. There's a decent chance they stay in the game. So we will see. But at the end of the day, we just all think the Rams are the better team, and that, you know, sometimes it goes. All right, next game we got is it's a pretty difficult one in my opinion. We got the New England Patriots taking on against the Miami Dolphins. Both of these two teams look a little sluggish last week, and let's be completely honest, let's just call it what it is, right? Patriots, I was not really impressed about their performance last week. I know they lost to the Raiders, last week at a home opener, and I just never really been thrilled about the Patriots, about their performance. But if you want to talk about the Patriots' performance, let's go ahead and talk about Miami's performance. Miami played like shit last week. Their offense was atrocious. Their defense was atrocious. Everything was atrocious for Miami. Miami arguably looked like the worst football team in the league last week. And that's completely responsible. Like I said, the Patriots, they're probably the better team going to this match. Like, if you want to go head to head, I think you might want to lean towards the Patriots. Even though the Patriots did not really have that good of a week one performance, the same time with Miami, because neither one of these two teams are coming out good performances. But I think with this pick is who do you trust more? You know what I mean? Like who do you trust more in this situation? Who do you trust more to bounce back? So that's going to be the pretty interesting here. So I'm actually not going to start this off with this one. I'm going to let Cam start off with this one, and he is taking the Patriots on the road. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Cam, I think he did take the Patriots last week on the road too, but I don't think it really worked out for him. I'm at home, but anyway. Garrett's taking the Patriots as well. Like I said, I can see the Patriots winning because the Patriots do feel like the better team going into the matchup, but at the same time, like I don't know, man. Demetrius is taking the Patriots as well. So we have a 3-0 start for the Patriots. Adam is going to be the first one with the Dolphins, so he thinks the Dolphins will bounce back at home. Listen, the Dolphins, I know what I said about Miami and how they play good at the beginning of the year. That's at home. They don't really play. It doesn't really matter when they play on the road because they don't really play too well on the road, but they play pretty well early on in the season at home. So Jay is taking the Patriots, so we'll put him over there. Eli is doing the same thing. He is taking the Patriots as well. We got Chase with the Patriots. Yeah, I feel like why is everybody taking the Patriots, man? That's kind of curious. We got Michael with the Patriots. Listen, the Patriots, they didn't look too good either last week. Let's go ahead and make that clear. Will's going to be taking the Patriots as well, so we'll put him. We'll put him down here. Let's see. I gotta see who's Yeller got. Yeller's got the Dolphins. Okay, so Yeller is joining Adam over there. He's got the Dolphins. I don't know. This is a hard pick for me, actually, because I can see Miami winning because Miami plays so well in the regular season, but at the same time, they played like shit last week that I almost couldn't even trust them. But the Patriots didn't play that good either, and then now they have to travel on the road in Miami, and you guys know how the stadium is. Miami gets the shade while their opposing team gets the sunlight. And it's supposed to be hot there, too, and that's where Miami's used to. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. This is the one that can easily change by tomorrow. Like I said, the analytics prediction video is actually what I'm going to predict. I'm gonna go with Miami right now because I do believe they will bounce back. But man, this is a tough one. Like I feel like I'm taking a risk because I feel like the Patriots are probably the safer option here, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. That could go either way. But I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I'm gonna go with these two, joining these two here with the underdog. So I know 3-8. That not perfect looking at us, me, Yeller, and Adam. But you know what? Well, maybe we just have no. Maybe we just know something in our sleep. But yeah, there you go. Majority everybody on the Patriots with this one. All right. But this one definitely was a tricky pick. Like I said, you guys will see our awards tomorrow with my analytics prediction, like easy, trickiest, ass beating. You guys will see all that tomorrow too. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to our next game here. We got the Buffalo Bills taking on against the New York Jets. The Jets looked impressive last week, but not defensive standpoint, but an offensive standpoint. The Jets, they scored a shit ton of points last week. They looked really good while they're doing that. Buffalo probably had one of the most dramatic comebacks I think we ever seen in NFL history. Yeah, that was unbelievable. What the Bills did last week, that was insane. I was never expecting the Bills to ever come back from that deficit. And if I'm being honest, I know I'm not a Bills fan, but that was pretty damn epic to watch. So yeah, I know you have to look at my board for this. I already know, and I already memorized this, but everybody's taking the Buffalo Bills. Everybody with the Buffalo Bills, including myself. But listen, I can see the Jets winning, man. This isn't like no Gary. I'm not going to take away what the Jets did last week. The Jets were pretty damn good last week. I'll give them that. They were pretty damn good. They moved the ball pretty damn effectively, both in the running game and the receiving game. Especially against a really good Pittsburgh defense. We were kind of expecting some good things out of the out of the Steelers defense last week. They didn't really look like Justin Fields. He played his ass off last week. He played pretty damn good, and I'm kind of concerned. But at the same time, the Jets defense did not look that good either. So maybe this is just a week one fluke thing. Maybe you guys know what I mean. Like sometimes these fluke things just happen for a random reason. We just have no idea why. Maybe that's some part of it, but yeah, we will see. We'll see what happens there with all that. But like I said, the Bills, they probably have one of the best comebacks probably in NFL history last week. They're going into New York, and I know New York is not going to be easy to go in there and beat New York like that. But especially when you have Josh Allen on your team, man, it's just really hard to pick against the Bills, especially because you're picking against Josh Allen, and that's one of the most stupidest things to do in football. So yeah, everybody with the Bills on this one, and I can absolutely see the Jets winning because their last few performance was pretty damn good as well. But we're all going with the Buffalo Bills in this contest. So what is that? Is that our second guarantee of the week so far? I believe so. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Oh shit. I mean, come on. Is anybody picking... Is anybody really picking Cleveland? No. Okay, this is another guarantee. Everybody's taking the Ravens. But let me tell you. Come on, man. Cleveland. Okay, I'm not going to take it away. Cleveland played somewhat better last week against Cincinnati. Okay, their defense looks solid. Their offense under Joe Flacco didn't look atrocious last week, but in order to beat a team like Baltimore, you're going to need to score some damn points, and you're going to need a better team, better than the Cleveland Browns. But yeah, let's just go ahead and throw it up here. Everybody knows what they're doing here. Everybody taking the Baltimore Ravens, and plus the Ravens, they should be the Ravens themselves. They should be pissed that they did not win last game. I know what they're gonna. I know what Baltimore's gonna come in. Baltimore's gonna come in here, red eye, furious football. Like this is gonna be bad for Cleveland. I'm sorry to say it, and I'm probably spoiling it early. What award that I'm gonna give it out, but yeah, man. I mean, let me tell you, this is not gonna be fun for Cleveland. They had a chance last week against a team that was off to slow starts. The Cincinnati Bengals, they're always off to slow starts. But let's see, did I get everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I did everybody. But anyway, like I said, this is not a Cleveland game, man. I said Baltimore. I mean, they're heavily favored for a reason, man. Like I said, there's really no reason for us to pick against the Ravens here. So, like I said, I think we all knew everybody was going with this direction. Everybody picking the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, you guys will see my final scores and stuff tomorrow in the analytics video. But yeah, everybody going with the Ravens here. So, definitely a shocker to nobody. But you know what? It is what it is. Even though Cleveland didn't look too bad last week, but sometimes we just have to run that route. So there we have it. Oh, okay. Next up we have New York taking on Dallas. Listen, the Giants looked awful. They looked awful last week. Their offense looked miserable. The Dolphins' offense. Dolphins. I meant the Giants offense. They couldn't really get into shit last week. They couldn't really do anything on the football field last week offensively. And when you're playing against a team, when you're a team like that, and Dallas did not look that bad last week either. I thought they actually fought hard against the Eagles last week. And I actually feel pretty good about this pick, man. Like I said, Dallas. Even though Dallas mainly at home is kind of suspicious because the Cowboys wasn't really that good at home last year. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick them. But I believe in their offense more. I believe in them as a team more. Plus, I think Dallas is the way better team anyway in the first place. So I'll take the Cowboys in this one. I don't think anybody would really pick. I mean, it could happen, but let's see. Is this another guarantee? Okay, I have to check here. So, all right, Cam joining me, picking the Cowboys, taking the boys at home, and this is kind of interesting because everybody thought this was a guarantee. Everybody guaranteed against the Cowboys, and I know they were right, but that was kind of crazy. Garrett took Dallas. Demetrios Dallas. Kind of expected him to be going that route. Adams taking Dallas as well. All right, we'll put him over there. Let's see who else we got. Jay is taking Dallas. He's taking them boys. Let's see. Eli is taking the Giants. He's taking the Giants. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Michael is taking Dallas. Oops. Didn't mean to move you. Michael. Dallas. And what's my buddy Chill Will doing? He's taking the Cowboys. Right. He's taking the Cowboys. And last but not least, is Eli lone dogging it? No, he is not. Chase is going to be joining him down there. He is taking the Cowboys. I mean, he's taking the Giants. He's taking the Giants as well. So anyway, I do think that the Giants could be a little sneaky in this game, as I'm kind of not expecting them to win, but they could be at least somewhat sneaky. But Dallas, like I said, I think they proved enough last week that they can hang around with good teams. Plus, the Cowboys are not a good team themselves. So yeah, there we have it. 9-2. Everybody favoring on Dallas. All right, pretty good. But Dallas is a little suspicious at home because Dallas. Oh wait, what the hell is going on with my? All right, there we go. So for a second, I couldn't even control my. For a second, I couldn't even control my thing over there. But all right. Next game here, we got the Bears taking on against the Detroit Lions. The Bears had the win right in their hands, and I probably should have said this about the Ravens too, because they're in the same situation. They had the win handing right on their hands. Nope, tripped over your 2 feet, made a mistake or a costly turnover, and you handed the win to the other team. You just gave the win up to the other team. And for the Ravens and Bears, that's exactly what you guys did last week. And not means that you guys didn't play bad. They just didn't execute. They just didn't execute when they needed to. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they got mollywalked last week. Okay, I hate to say it because I am a Lions supporter, but let's just call it what it is. The Lions, they got their ass kicked last week. They got mollywalked, and it looked like the entire game they were just playing a team that was just 10 times better than them. And I don't know. I'm surprised their offense struggled. Like I said, this was my offensive best team of the year last year, so I'm kind of surprised that they struggled. But yeah, like I said, they're at home in this one. They're playing against the Bears. So yeah, let's see what we got. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody is taking the Bears, because the Bears don't look bad. I mean, let me tell you, the Bears didn't look bad. We saw some good stuff out of the Bears from last week, but yeah, let's see what we got. We'll starting us off, taking Detroit. Michael, Detroit. Oops, did not mean to do that. Alright. Jay with Detroit. Like I said, the Lions are another one of those teams. Like I said, the Dolphins, that they play a lot better than they play a lot better at home than they do on the road. But about the Lions, it didn't really matter. Maybe because maybe the coordinators did have to do something for why they started up so bad. Maybe when they look bad against Green Bay, maybe the coordinators did have to do something with that. But but it does take time to adjust. To new coordinators and stuff, so I completely understand it. But if this is a thing that goes on for like multiple weeks, then we might have a slight concern about it. But I'm not too concerned about the Lions right now. I think they'll be just fine. Everybody right now is picking the Lions anyway. Let's see who's Yeller going with here. Yeller is taking the Lions. Alright, and yeah, like I said last week, man. Even though if you actually want to go with the Bears, and I think I said my word last week, right? And let me make sure I got everybody. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Just make sure I got everybody for pick first. But like I said, even if you want to do it, I'm gonna tell you guys what right now. I just like what I said last week. I do not trust the Bears. I just don't. You just can't trust them, man. They're like I said, they're the most confusing team in the National Football League. Like they can do what, like they have so much potential to be good, but the question is, will they be good? Right now the answer is no, and that's the trend that we've been going through the last couple weeks. Now, am I counting them off right now? No, but that's just it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is, man. So everybody go to Detroit. I'm surprised that somebody did not go Chicago, because Detroit looked like a mess last week. So I'm surprised nobody went Chicago. But you know what? It's a guarantee. So when a guarantee comes, which means it's probably going to happen. So yeah, I am kind of surprised about that. I'm kind of surprised that this game was a guarantee, even though the Lions did not look particularly that good last week. But we will find out, see if that changes or not. Alright, next up, San Francisco taking on New Orleans, and I have more things to say about San Francisco, so I'm just going to get New Orleans out of the way first. The Saints just look like the Saints. They look like the Saints. They look like even though they hung around with Arizona last week, but listen, Arizona is New Orleans is New Orleans. They're not a good football team. Meanwhile, look at the Niners. This team should be clearly better, but at the same time, the Niners are dealing with some injuries down there. Brock Purdy, I heard he's got injured a little bit. George Kittle now in the IR. So, damn. So San Francisco, are they looking like? Are they going on the trench as they were last year? Where they were banged up and they don't have anybody left in the tank for them. But yeah, I just checked the list. This is a guarantee too. Yep, everybody going to Niners. Yeah, I'm going to the Niners too, because when you have a game like this, I just look at it. I was like, you know what? I don't care who's in the lineup for San Francisco. When you're playing against a team like the Saints, you should be able to take care of business. And if the Niners do lose this game, will I punish them? Yes, because typically it would be kind of embarrassing itself to not pick. Not to beat a team like the Saints. Spencer Rattler, he was not really that good last week. He made some inaccurate passes, stuff like that. So the Saints are just another team that I just don't know what to say about them, or I just open that Adam already got you, or I just can't trust right now at the moment. So yeah, everybody going. Let's see. Did I get everybody with 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10? Okay, no, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Michael. I'm missing Michael. Okay. All right. Yep. Michael taking the Niners too. So, good old guarantee here. Everybody taking San Francisco. Like I said, I don't really care who's in and out a lot of. I think we just all know that San Francisco is clearly the better team than New Orleans. So yeah, there you have it. No questions asked. No matter who's in the lineup, we expect San Francisco to win. So yeah, there you have it. Guarantee. Listen, we have a lot of guarantees this week. I think that's our what was our fourth guarantee, I think. So yeah, that was kind of shocking there. Ooh, okay, this is a good one here. Next up, we have Seattle taking on against the Steelers. Seattle fought hard last week, and I'm going to give them all the credit in the world. They fought hard, but they barely fell short of San Francisco. So I'm not gonna punish them or anything like that. I thought they played good enough to win. They just fell short. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they threw up a parade last week, scored all them damn points. They actually didn't look too bad offensively. They played pretty damn well. Aaron Rodgers played pretty well. I think we're in line for a good game here. Honestly, I just have the feeling that we're just up for a good game here. Steelers offense actually looked pretty good last week. Their defense not so much, but this is one of those games that I kind of expect the Steelers to be the Steelers. You know, where their offense not really to do too much and their defense to really explode. Or reverse, like a Uno reverse card. That's kind of like what I'm expecting here. But I'm gonna let Shiro go first in this one because I'm pretty sure he's taking this Steelers. I mean, he didn't really text me about this game, but he did say that he was taking the Steelers. So I can almost guarantee that. I forgot to put it on my notes thing. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers as well. He said they're at home. This is their home opener. Steelers wearing the black uniforms, of course. I just feel like I have to go Pittsburgh, and I know Yellow's good. And yeah, I for damn sure know that Yellow's taking the Steelers too. So we'll put him over there, unless I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong. He is taking the Steelers. All right. Let's see. Cam, Steelers. Kind of expected it. Garrett is taking the Steelers. Is Demetrius taking the Steelers too? Did I write anything down for Demetrius? I'm not sure. But Garrett's taking the Steelers. I'm gonna come back to Demetrius. I don't know if I put anything up to him. Adam is taking the Steelers. Don't tell me this is gonna be another guarantee. Don't tell me this is gonna be another guarantee. Jay. Oh wait, did I? I don't think I wrote anything down for Jay or Demetrius, so I'll get their picks in just a minute. Eli is taking the Steelers. Let's see, who else I got? Did I get Chase? Chase is taking Seattle. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Chase right now by himself. He is taking Seattle. Let's see, who's Michael taking? Did I write something down for Michael? Yeah, I did, and he's taking the Steelers. Okay, Jay. I forgot. I already got Jay. No, hold up. Alright, there we go. Michael, yep. Michael's taking the Steelers. Alright, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. So now I have to go back and see what Demetrius and I'm gonna go ahead and make a prediction. I think Demetrius took the Steelers. Even though he is a Ravens fan, he went with the Steelers. And who else am I missing here? I think who else was I missing? I think I was missing. Who else did I not write something for? Demetrius and who else? Jay, right? Yeah, Jay. Demetrius and Jay. I forgot to write them two apart, but yeah, everybody else is taking the Steelers, though, right? Okay, so I have to check what Demetrius and Jay wrote, but I'm pretty sure they're both taking the Steelers. But let me check here real quick. Demetrius is taking the Steelers. Jay is taking the Steelers. Okay, so I was right. Sorry. So there you have it. There you have it. That. Make sure I have everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. All right, Taylor won. Chase is all by himself with Seattle, which I'm kind of surprised. I kind of expected more people to go with Seattle, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Chase all by himself, lone dog in Seattle, And listen, that's not a that's not a bad lone horse pick. That's actually not. Ooh, okay, next up we got Denver taking on against the Indianapolis Colts. Let me tell you, the Colts, they looked awesome last week. Maybe that's just a week one fluke thing, but whatever. Let's just call it what it is. They looked pretty damn good last week. They moved the ball pretty damn easily. It looked like they had fun while doing that. They look good. I'm not going to take anything away from the Colts. They looked awesome last week. Broncos looked a little suspicious because, like I said, because everybody kind of expected them to blow out the Titans and all that stuff, and they didn't really do that. I thought the Broncos they look a little suspicious on the offense side of the ball. Defensively, they could have done a little bit better defensively too, but I thought they did just enough for them to win it. And so yeah, let's see who we got here. I have a feeling here. I'm gonna go last on this one, but I have a feeling that somebody's gonna pick some stupid here. I have a feeling. I just have that. Well, I already know Will's going Denver because he already told me this before. He already told me this before I even started recording this. Let's see, Denver for Chase. We got Denver for Michael. We have. Oh wow. Eli's taking the Colts. Okay. Nice pick. The Colts are actually a nice pick because they look good last week. I'm not gonna tell you I'm not gonna take anything away from them. They look good last week. Jay's taking the Colts as well. Actually, no, never mind. Jay's taking Denver. Never mind. Jay, if you're watching this video, then never mind. Let's see. We have Adam with Denver, the Denver Broncos. Here's the thing. What's going on with the Colts, man? Even though they were awesome last week, the Dolphins are not really known to being a good defensive team. Denver is known to being a good defensive team. So I do think Indiana's offense, Daniel Jones, is going to be. They're going to have to work for it this week. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are going to have to work for the win this week. Garrett's taking Denver. Let's see. Cam is joining Eli. He is taking the Colts. So we'll see if that matchup for him or not. Yeller is taking. Oh wow, Yeller's taking the Colts too. Wow, I was not expecting that. I thought Yeller was going to take. I for sure Yeller was going to take Denver. So wow, him not taking Denver on this one is pretty interesting here. My pick here, like I said, I knew Indy. Indy was awesome last week, but I'm not going to take anything away from Denver. I think Denver has some things to clean up. I am going to pick Denver in this one because I do think they are solid enough for them to win this game. Like I said, Denver, they got to clean some stuff up. I feel like if they do that, they'll have a better chance. But my pick here, for now, if I do decide to keep it, I am taking Denver right now. But yeah, we'll see what I go with this one. But I'm feeling more Denver on this one. So. Let's see, 8-3. All right, not bad. 3 people taking the Colts. I actually like that because like the Colts are awesome last week. And they're just praying that it's not a, week 3 type or week 1 type bullshit thing. And the teams are just going out there and just light up the scoreboard because you know what? It's fun. It's fun. Let's just light up the scoreboard. Sometimes it works that way. Okay. Okay. Next up here we got the Panthers taking on against the Arizona Cardinals. The Panthers. No, they didn't. Bryce Young, no, they didn't. They just did not look good last week against Jacksonville. They got shredded. They did not look good at all. It was kind of a slow outing for the Panthers. I'm not gonna say it was bad or anything embarrassing, but it just looked slow. They just didn't look like themselves. For the Cardinals, kind of the same thing. They won, but they didn't win in a convincing way. They didn't do anything outstanding. But yeah, I guess I'll go for this one. I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I trust their team more. Bryce Young looked a little suspicious last week, so So yeah, I'll go with the Cardinals. Like I said, I don't really have a reason to not pick the Cardinals here. Like I said, if the Panthers would have played a little bit better, then I would have had a reason to pick the Panthers. But I really do not. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Yeah, definitely who I trust more. All right, Yeller's in agreement with me. Yeller in agreement with me. He is taking the Cardinals. We got, let's see, is this a guarantee? Let's see, Cam and Garrett. Alright, we'll add them both at the same time. They are both taking the Cardinals. Alright, let's go. We got Demetrios, Adam. Okay. They're both taking the Cardinals as well. Alright. Oh wow, Jay is gonna do it. Jay's gonna do it. He's taking the Panthers. He is taking the Panthers. Wow. Eli. Oh, okay. I thought Eli. I really thought Eli was gonna do it too, but no, he's taking the Cardinals. Let's see. Cardinals for Chase. Cardinals for my boy Chili Willy. Oops, did not mean to do that. Nope, get out of there. Chili Willy and Cardinals for Michael. All right, is that everybody? Yep. Okay, so that's everybody. All right, so yeah, we have a lone wolf. Jay is lone wolfing the Panthers. So we'll see. Like I said, I just trust the Cardinals more in this matchup. I mean, the Panthers kind of disappointed me last week, so yeah, 10-1 advantage for the Cardinals at home in their home opener. Oh my God, I cannot wait for this one. We have the Eagles. We got the Chiefs. This is a Super Bowl rematch. This is what everybody was waiting for. What are we going to get here, and what are we going to expect? I do not know. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. This is one of the picks that I very much could change between today and tomorrow, between Wednesday and Thursday. Like I said, I need more information. With this game, I think it comes down to injuries. That's what I think it comes down to. Who does Casey have available? I think is really good to determine me in this pick. I'm gonna go ahead and go first because I actually do have a reasoning. Because they're 0-2 and they need to win. Because I don't see the Chiefs ever starting off the season 0-2. I'm gonna take with the Chiefs, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing with it. I'm sticking with them if Xavier Worthy plays. If he plays, I'll stick over here. But if he's not playing, I might have to go over here. I might have to go with the Eagles. But I think this pick to me all comes down to Xavier Worthy and how healthy the rest of the Chiefs cast are. So, just because they need to win in the situation and they're at home and they're home winner, I'll go with the Chiefs. So, I'll stick with them right now, but this is one I can easily change. Alright, Eagle, I mean, I kind of expect majority of you guys to pick the Eagles in this one because like I said, knowing because you guys probably don't think what I'm thinking, like situational type football. And I know I do that a lot when it comes down to the end of the season. If you guys have been here to the channel for a good bit, well, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Chase over here. I'm pretty sure he's kind of bragging about this right now, but yeah, he's taking the Eagles. Eli, Eagles. Yep, Jay, he's taking the Eagles as well. Okay, nothing new here. I mean, honest, if I'm lone wolf in this, then I wouldn't be too upset. But Adam, Eagles, Demetrios, Eagles. Oh, brother, yeah, I might actually be lone dog in this. And normally Yeller does join me in these situations, but I don't even know if he's gonna do that. Yep, Garrett, Eagles. Cam's taking the Eagles as well. Man, am I actually lone dogging this? Like I said, I could switch to Philadelphia. I very much could. I think it just comes down to like I say, who's healthy, who's not healthy. And is Yeller joining me because oh wow, okay, yes, Yeller is joining me. Okay, good. So I'm not lone dogging it. Yeller's coming with me. He's taking the Chiefs. So all right, it's just me and Yeller versus you guys. So let's see. Wait, am I missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, so I'm not. Alright, so it's just me and Yeller over here with the Chiefs. Like I said, it's just situational. I just don't ever see the Chiefs starting to 0-2. I just don't see it. I just think it's just literally a Chiefs impossible thing to do. So yeah, me and Yeller with the Chiefs on this one. Everybody with the Eagles. Well, yeah, I am glad Yeller's joining me with this one. I actually wasn't expecting. I thought Yeller was going to take the Eagles as well, but yeah. That'll be it. Me and Yeller, lone dogging it. Let's go, Yeller. Let's get this together. If I do plan to stick with the Chiefs, like I said, I do not know. I'll decide tomorrow if I'm keeping that pick or not. But anyway, Sunday Night Football. We got the Falcons going into the Vikings. The Falcons, they didn't look bad. They looked bad last week. They kind of made some crucial mistakes on their own. Then there's an argument that you could say that they could have possibly won last week, but they didn't. They fell short because they can't kick a field goal. You're looking at Minnesota. They started off a little slumpy in Chicago, but they figured it out. At the end of the day, they figured it out. They got the job done, which is the probably most important thing in anything here. So this week they're going to be traveling they're not going to be traveling. They're going to be going into US Bank Stadium. They're going into their home crowd. So yeah, I think this one's going to be pretty damn interesting. I think this one's going to be one of the funner games of the week, honestly. Chilwell starts off taking Atlanta. Exactly, yeah, like I said, he's actually going to do it. He's taking Atlanta. Michael, guess where he's going? He's going over here. He's taking the Vikings. He's taking the Vikings at home. Eli. Well, actually, no. I already put Adam. What's Adam taking? I already have him up here. He's taking the Vikings, and Eli's taking the Vikings as well. All right. We got Chase with the Falcons, and I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I thought he was. I almost guaranteed that Chase would go with the. I was not expecting that at all. Did I put Michael there? Okay. Jay, Minnesota. Okay, I'm not surprised by this. Okay. Jay's taking the Vikings. Adam's taking the Vikings. Already got him up there. Demetrius is taking the Vikings. Is Garrett taking the Vikings? I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he is. Yep. Alright, so we put Demetrius over there. Let me get Garrett over there. And let's see, who else? Who else we got here? Alright, we got 3 more here. Cam, Vikings. I'm not even gonna look at Yeller's because Yeller is a Vikings guy, so I'm not even gonna look at his pick that he chose for that game, but I damn sure know that he picked the Vikings. And yeah, I'm gonna pick the Vikings as well. Listen, going to US Bank Stadium is probably one of the hardest things to do in the NFL, and just try to win. It's like going Arrowhead and playing the Chiefs. Like it's just almost an impossible task for you. You just go in there and you just win against this bank, this atmosphere type shit. So I'm gonna take Minnesota as well. Like I said, the bank is a real deal. Like I said, if you haven't been in the NFL stadium, the bank is the real deal. So yeah, Chilwell and Chase with the Falcons. Everybody else with the Vikings. On Sunday Night Football, and we do have 2 Monday Night doubleheaders. I don't really understand these 2 Monday Night doubleheaders, but here's the first one here: Tampa Bay at Houston. Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay they got the job done. They went into Atlanta. They did what they needed to do and got the win. So, and you could say they got a little lucky in that process, but you know what? Like I said earlier, it wins a win, and that's all you can ask for. Especially on the road. We were looking at Houston. The Houston's offense struggled last week. The offense struggled last week. They looked a little sloppy on that end, but I'm wondering. But their defense played well. I think Houston has one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. So this pick could go either way. I think it could go fun. It could be exciting. I'm curious what everybody picks here. I'm actually going to go last with this one because I was kind of unsure. I want to see what everybody picks with this one before. But Jay is going to start us off here. He's taking the Bucks. He's taking the Bucks on the road. Let's see. We have Adam with Houston. Oh, really? Wow. Adam's taking Houston. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Demetrios is taking the Bucks. Taking the Bucks on the road. Garrett's taking the Bucks as well. Oh, why can't I pull him up? Okay, there he is. There he is. He's taking the Bucks. We have Cam with the Bucks as well. We got Yeller with the Bucks. No, Yeller. Did Yeller take the Bucks? I believe he did. No, I think Yeller took Houston. I'm gonna put Yeller with Houston right now, but I'll double check on Yeller. Eli's taking the Bucks. Yeah, no, never mind. I actually do know Yeller is taking the Bucks. I accidentally wrote I wrote it wrong on my card thing here. Chase is taking the Bucks. Yeah, because Yeller told me recently before this that he was switching his pick to Houston. So yeah, Yeller's taking Houston. Chase is taking the Bucks. We have Wales taking the Bucks as well, and then we have Michael with Houston. I don't know. I don't know about this one, man. Like I can see Houston winning because it's their home opener. But at the same time, I'm thinking like as a board, like Houston being at home, it's kind of like the Miami situation. Like Houston being at home, I think that's a big thing to do about this. Buccaneers, I think they're the better team right now. The Buccaneers have a really good offense. Not hard. The offense is pretty damn hard to stop. I said this is the one that could easily change tomorrow, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks right now. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I think I love how their offense right now. I love their offense. I love Baker Mayfield. I think they'll do just enough, but like I said, I can easily change this pick by tomorrow. I can easily do it, but for right now, I'm gonna go with the Bucks on the road. But this was a tricky one. Let me tell you, this wasn't easy. So 3 people over there with Houston. Like I said, I can absolutely see Houston winning because Houston's at home. It's their home opener. Wearing the whites, I can see it, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. So there you have it for that. And then our second Monday night doubleheader, which is our last game of the week here. We got the Chargers visiting the Raiders. The Chargers with the upset win last week. They beat the Raiders and the Chargers, they beat the Chiefs, and they actually looked pretty good while doing that. Justin Herbert balled out. The offense balled out. The defense did just enough to win the game, and overall, I was impressed by the Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they went into New England and got the job done there. So both teams coming off wins. But yeah, let's see what we got. Oh wow, are you serious? Wow. So you guys remember how everybody almost picked the Raiders last week? Yeah, that's a reverse card. Nobody has picked the Raiders this week, and that's actually shocking because I including myself, I didn't even pick the Raiders, but man, that's shocking. I was not expecting like anybody to pick the Raiders. I thought somebody was gonna do it, but this is a guarantee. Everybody taking the Chargers now, and honestly, I'm pretty damn shocked about it. I mean, not really, because the Chargers have always been the better team than the Raiders. The Chargers always has won these matchups against the Raiders, but I think I'm more kind of shocked about this because you can say the Raiders played pretty damn well last week. in their win over New England. Yeah, I know their offense had some moments in the win, but overall, I thought the Raiders played a pretty damn decent football game last week, and I'm surprised nobody is picking them here. But at the same time, the Chargers balled out. Justin Herbert balled out. The team itself looked pretty damn good. The receivers looked good. So, especially against a team like the Chiefs, which definitely is an impressive win when you can get it early on in the year. Yeah, I just feel like I have to go. I just feel like I'm bolting up this week. I didn't bolt up last week, and I'm kind of mad I didn't do it because it could have resulted in the Chiefs' loss. So I was kind of mad I didn't bolt up last week, but yeah. So there you have it. Let me make sure double check. Bear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. All right. So that is a guarantee. Like I said, I'm a little bit shocked. This is the guarantee, not completely, but yeah, I was surprised nobody taking the Raiders. So this is the Raiders all opener. I can easily see the Raiders winning this. But yeah, that was a shocker. But yeah, everybody is taking the Chargers here. Alright guys, and that's going to go ahead and do it for the pick show for today. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and leave everybody up here. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for me. Make sure you guys join the Discord. The link is in the description. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch. I'm a little 28. And by the way, I'm going to hop off here, get this thing uploaded so you guys can watch a little bit on time, or at least before tomorrow. I do appreciate y'all's support. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. And we'll see you guys in the analytics video for tomorrow. Peace.